Have you ever had your words taken out of context and twisted to mean something else? Or you had your actions misrepresented, causing people to think you intended something entirely different than you did? If so, you can understand why Paul is so distraught in his letters to the Galatians. He cared deeply for them and spent a good portion of his letter making sure they knew the truth. He wanted them to live in freedom from the law no one can keep, the life Jesus died to give us. When a group of false teachers called Judaizers told the Galatians they needed to obey the Jewish law in order to be truly saved, Paul got fired up. In fact, the Judaizers were telling the Galatians that Paul wanted them to follow the Jewish laws, including the law of circumcision. Paul's personal history as a Jew before he met Christ, including teaching people to adhere to God's law. And the Judaizers took Paul's past actions out of context, telling new believers, like those in Galatia, that Paul wanted them to be circumcised. Nothing could have been further from the truth. Paul isn't just offended that his words and actions were being misrepresented. No, his surprisingly strong language that the agitators would go the whole way and emasculate themselves shows that his real concern isn't for his own reputation, but for the Galatians. Subjecting themselves to the law of circumcision amounted to self-mutilation because it's utterly unnecessary under the new covenant Jesus brought. Even worse, anytime we add laws to the grace Jesus bestowed on us, we minimize his sacrifice on the cross. Paul was passionate that Jesus' sacrifice not be diminished and for others to know the truth. May the same be said of us.